Chill mode. ADGT. It's a damn good time. Yeah. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I'm Steve Schaefer.
Yeah, I'm Cody Adams.
And this is a Damn Good Time podcast.
Ra-da-da-da-da. Hit him with it.
Hit it with it. A little chill.
Hope you're just vibing out today. Relaxing.
Chillaxing and relaxing.
Maybe taking a little cruise.
Maxing all cool. Maybe shooting some b-ball outside of the school.
And a couple of guys.
They've been up to no good. Started making trouble in your own neighborhood.
That's not relaxing. That doesn't sound like relaxing.
That doesn't sound too relaxing.
You're playing basketball and this guy's trying to come at you. You know?
Sons of bitches. They're always coming at you. And we're coming at you once again this week, back in the studio for another installment of A Damn Good Time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, me too.
As always.
Yes, always. And we hope you're happy to be here listening to us. Other than that, I mean, that's it.
Hey,
that's
let's
it.
get
That's
into
it. I was ready to wrap the show. Like, that's it.
That's it. Done.
That's the show.
Intro. Nailed it.
Nailed it. And
See you guys.
That's all we got this week. Thanks for watching.
I say I was happy to be here because I've been dealing at home with everybody being sick.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's going around a lot, I'm sure. You know,
Yep.
everybody out there, you might be listening to this, laying on a couch sick, throwing up, vomiting, running a fever of 100 degrees.
Hopefully not too bad, but
Yeah. No, but,
we're here to talk you through it.
when, you have 14-month-olds that are sick, it's never fun.
That's no fun.
It was pretty chill, though, because, Charlotte, my girl, she just wanted to just lay there and cuddle, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't want to be, I'm going to get sick, too, but it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, when they're sick little cuddle bugs, that's easier than whenever they're just writhing and screaming in pain
Yes.
and there's nothing you can do for them. Like, that's when it really sucks. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know.
And there's some middle of the night wake ups that,
Yeah.
props to Steph, she took care of that. I didn't have to, but nothing too bad. So
Yeah. Yeah, we just went through the whole sick thing, and I've been under the weather there for a while, and I'm finally getting back to normal, and it feels good. It feels good to get past that. So
yeah, as everybody's walking around, stuffy nose, coughing, it's just it's that time of year.
Yeah,
it happens. It gets cold. Why do germs thrive better in the cold? Is it just because everybody's inside more? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the germs thriving more or if our immune systems take the hit.
Yeah,
we're not getting the sunlight. Maybe it is the weather thing kind of helps them thrive a little more. The heat doesn't kill them off and stuff, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe we need more vitamin D in our lives.
And a little more D.
A little more D.
Take some D. Get that D.
Drink that
deep
milk.
in you.
Is milk and sunlight the same vitamin D, though?
Yeah.
Or is it like a D12, D whatever? I don't know.
I don't know.
There's like the 14 versions of B vitamin.
Yeah, the whole reason they added the D to the milk like that is so that you can get it in the wintertime.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's one of those food additives that are there for a purpose.
Gotcha.
Kind of like the iodine in salt. Did you know that one? I think we've talked about that before.
I think we did, yeah.
Where you get a goiter if you have an iodine deficiency.
Goiters.
Yeah.
Damn goiters.
So they put it in the salt for you there, and then they put the D in the milk there for you. And
I wonder if iodine's in Himalayan sea salt, the pink sea salt.
No, it's not.
Oh, so I could have iodine deficiency right now.
You could be deficient on the iodine.
Probably not, though.
Yeah.
Because I don't eat complete garbage, so.
Well, and I feel like there's enough salt, enough iodized salt in everything else too.
True.
I think they just use that standard
Right.
for most foods. So whenever you're adding kosher, if you're adding the pink Himalayan, then you're not getting the iodine. But I think anything else that's already in there probably has the iodized salt in it.
Yeah, gotcha.
And I use enough garlic salt on everything, and I think it uses iodized salt in there too. So
slap with that garlic salt.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't have a goiter, so
yeah, I have no goiters yet. So
I'm not goiting yet.
That I know of.
Ain't no goits in me.
What is a goiter?
It's your lymph nodes kind of swell up on your neck, and then your neck gets all swollen.
Gotcha.
You get that big like softball looking thing there.
Pretty good.
Neck's
pretty tight.
Above your Adam's apple there.
I mean, you got this little fat pouch there. Got a chin. That's why I have a beard.
Yeah, there's a difference between a goiter and a double chin, though. Like
yeah, that's just fat.
Like when you do that, that's fat. But the goiter is all like hard and
gotcha.
And it's stiff or something. I don't know.
Stiff goiter.
Stiff goiter. I think I had probably what could be considered a goiter. Once whenever I was a teenager and I played football, I had a zit right on my chin from my chin strap always hitting it, and then it got infected, and then the lymph nodes under my chin there, like right in the goiter zone, they swelled up, but it was only about golf ball size. So I don't know if there's like a certain size limit that specifies, like, oh, that's not goiter yet. It's goitering. It's on the verge of goitering, but it's not all the way goitered.
Gotcha. You just had some balls in your throat.
Yeah. And it was weird because like the doctor took the little marker and like marked it, and it's like, just leave that there and we'll measure it tomorrow if it gets bigger. So then I had to walk around with a big circle on around my big dumb goiter.
What the hell is that?
I look all stupid. But it was just an infected pimple. So that's either way, nothing really to be too proud of.
Clean your pimples, everybody. Yeah. Put a little peroxide on that.
As a pubescent teen, it wasn't something that you wanted,
No.
So
no balls in the throat.
Nope.
No golf balls in the throat.
Nope. You don't want the golf balls in the throat.
Yeah. Feel that.
But so besides the sickness dealing with stuff, how's the week been for you?
That's all I know right now.
That's all there is to your life, huh?
Just zombie firing through that and work.
Yeah.
And then you get home and everybody's sick, so you just, do your best to deal with all that. And,
yeah.
Make sure everybody's getting fluids and getting their rest and, Tylenol on the babies up and, just trying to cook them some good food. So it's like, this is full of nutrients. This will make you stronger,
Here's some chicken soup and here's some electrolytes. Yeah. Here's all the things you need. Take all this.
It's like baked the salmon, like a whole side of salmon, bake that up. Like, eat some salmon. It's full of, all the good stuff you need. The omega-3s. And
fish oils.
What am I thinking of right now? My brain's still a cloud, too, so... I didn't really get sick. Today I woke up with like a slightly sore throat, but that could have been me just mouth breathing. Because I decided that I was going to just have myself a bunch of drinks last night while everybody was sleeping.
Yeah.
De-stress.
Right.
And then when I do that sometimes, and then my nose got a little stuffy. So it might have just been from my mouth being hanging open and dry heat, with the furnace running and all that. I'm hoping that's what it is. But I still feel fine today. My body's not weak or anything. I might wake up tomorrow and feel completely different. So no kisses for you today. So I'm sorry.
Shucks. I was looking forward to my goodbye kiss.
Other than that, I mean, it's just, I had to take some time off. I didn't take time off work. I just worked from home because I just wanted to be there and help out. And obviously not send sick babies to a babysitter is not the nicest thing.
Right.
Running temperatures and all that. You might want to stay at home. So
yeah.
But other than that, nothing exciting at all.
Nothing too crazy.
Just home, dealing with that, play some video games at night while everybody's passed out. And
that's cool.
Really been enjoying the new Call of Duty, which is I've never been much for the multiplayer anymore. I used to love the multiplayer on it, but the Warzone and the DMZ mode, it's a lot of fun. So
yeah.
Been just chilling on that.
I've been kicking it in the DMZ.
Yeah, so you said.
I like to go in solo now a little bit more. Like there's some things you can't do when you don't have a squad with you.
Right.
But there's a lot of dumb little things like, oh, I got to extract with 7 gas cans or like dumb shit like that. It's like, I can just run in and bust these dumb little missions out by myself.
Right. And you don't have to like worry about your squad and them yelling at you like, what are you doing? I need to get gas cans.
Come on, man. And then even like if you, I got a new weapon I want to level up and shit. So then you can get all the kills yourself and you don't have to like share them with people. And then you don't have to worry about like somebody else rushing in and you got to go hurry up and save their ass and shit. It's just like I can just lay back and fucking pop off some people from a distance and be good.
If I die, whatever, no big deal.
Yeah.
Reset.
Yeah. No biggie.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
What about your week? Anything super fun happened this week?
Oh, I went to Arizona.
That's right, you did.
Yeah.
Seen you buy a cacti.
Yeah, I took a picture by a cactus that I found. We were driving alongside the road, and I had to hop a barbed wire fence to run across the desert about 100 yards to get a picture of me next to a cactus.
And then you probably went 100 yards further, and there was a bunch of cactuses.
Like there were literally cactuses everywhere, but I don't know, like none of them were within too good of a range to stand by and get a picture. So I trespassed, did the little trespassing.
Yeah.
And even the dude I was with, he's like, "Are you really just gonna?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, man. Who cares?"
Yeah.
You know, I looked around. There weren't any cops or anything.
What are you gonna do?
There wasn't any signs that said,
I just want a picture with this cactus, and they'd be like, all right, you're an idiot. Get off my property.
Yeah. I mean, like, if it's private property, do not trespass. Like, if there's a sign, maybe I would have followed. Like, okay. Or like, hey, this is government landmine testing area. Don't cross. Like, all right, I'll stay away. But
landmine testing.
Yeah. You know.
We test landmines here. We just wait to see it to blow up.
Yeah. We got it's the minefield. Don't run through there.
It was actually a scorpion pit you jumped into. That's the fences that keep scorpions.
I was like kind of looking around like, is there a snake over there? Like what's, I was worried more like the creepy crawlies coming out to get me and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Arizona's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've done a couple trips to Sedona, Arizona.
Okay.
A lot of cool hiking trails and stuff like that. You know, hiking the Red Rocks and doing all that. And it's just, I mean, the temperature's always nice there. You know, it's that kind of dry heat. You know, just pretty whatever. But it's a cool place to go and visit for sure. Yeah, we had a nice mild 60 degrees every day. Got a little chilly at night. Which, that's to be expected. They say the desert gets cold. Yep. But I would have loved. I was looking around. There's, like you said, a bunch of hiking trails and shit. But the guy I was with isn't really in shape, so like that wasn't really his thing. Yeah, I mean, when I did it, I had to push myself a lot to get up to some of those trails. They're like, "Oh, this is a moderate trail," and I'm like, "Oh God, I don't want to go to hard trail." Well, even because we did go see the Pima Air and Space Museum. It's there by the Tucson Airport, and there's also like a military or an Air Force base nearby there too. I think it's Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. But we went to the Air and Space Museum, which was really cool. They had a lot of shit to look at, a lot of planes sitting out in the yard, and I got to see a MiG, an A-10 Warthog, like a couple bombers, some B-52s and shit. Like, it was dope. But even like that, at the end of, like walking around flat ground for like 2 hours, he's like, "Oh man, I'm going to sleep good tonight." I'm like, like, that sucks though. Yeah, I definitely recommend Sedona. And you're like a 3-4 hour drive from the Grand Canyon then too. So like if you leave early in the morning, then you can get up there, go see the Grand Canyon, and then drive back. Yeah. Just make stops on the way. I mean, there's not much on the way. Right. Flagstaff, and then it's just desert. Yeah. Yeah, because we landed in Tucson, and then the first job we had was out in Yuma, which is 3.5 hours away. So we had to drive the rental out there, do that one first day, and drive back to Tucson to do our last 2 stops in Tucson. But that 3.5 hour drive, there's literally just nothing, absolutely nothing. And then every once in a while you get a gas station, but like it was just nothing. Yeah, it's weird, and you're like, you look at Ohio where like you drive back country road, it's like, yeah, there's nothing, but it's also like farms and like still a lot of stuff going on there. It's just absolutely nothing. Yeah. What are you gonna do? I mean, you can't grow shit. So.
Yeah, and you could see for miles, and then you see like, oh, look, there's a mountain up there. And then, an hour later, it's like, oh, we're passing that mountain we saw for the last hour. Like out in the distance. There it is. We're closer.
Oh, yeah. It's a big rock there.
And there are literally cactuses fucking everywhere, too. But
yeah.
I took a picture beside one, posted on the social medias. I was like, I didn't know Arizona had a cactus. Like being all stupid.
Yeah, I saw that.
Holy shit, a cactus. There's one of them here. But there's a bunch.
Yeah. It's one of those, southern states where it's just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Not much going on here.
It was real cool to see, real pretty. And they had some good food out there. They got a lot of Mexican places because it's like right there by Mexico. So that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then, it was a good time. For work, but it was cool to see. First time I've ever been there.
Yeah, a little vacation there's not bad,
Yeah.
Last time we went, it was I think it was some kind of holiday. We went with my in-laws and all that, and I just rented a big house with a bunch of bedrooms, and it had a pool, saltwater pool,
oh nice,
and hot tub. So during the day when it's hot out, it was like 100-something degrees. You swim in the pool, but at night it would drop down, like you said, to like 50 degrees.
Yeah.
So you just get in a hot tub.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was perfect.
You could boil a little bit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was fun. So yeah, recommended.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a good time. But flights there, I did have to sit beside one big fat lady.
Nice.
She just had this big old gross fat thigh that was like crossing over.
You touch it.
I didn't want to, but I had to. It was just rubbing up against my leg the entire time. And it's like I want to be like, hey man, like you stay in your zone, I
understand like this thing where they just want to pack us into a sardine can to fly us all so they can make the most money. It's getting annoying. Like they just keep cutting it back, and it's like, right. I get it, but like if these flights were more comfortable, probably people would take them a lot more too.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, obviously you can upgrade to the first class and get the bigger chairs and do all that. But, I just feel like it's getting out of control.
I try my best because I'm not a small person. I try my best to, like, I don't know, be smaller, like keep my legs in.
Yeah.
I try to do that man spreading or whatever they call it. Shit. Like, and I noticed that, like, there's people that just don't give, like that fat lady. She just didn't give a fuck. She wasn't even trying.
Right.
I was stuck in the middle. She had a window seat, and like lean over against the window. Go that way. Why are you coming over this way?
Yeah.
This is my area.
Some people just don't care.
Yeah.
Or she wanted to touch you.
Fat gross bitch. And she like slept the whole time and like, well, I don't know. I just hate her. I fucking hate her.
Steve is prejudiced about big fat people.
I'm starting to get that way. Like, especially now that I'm not as fat as I used to be. It's like, ugh. No, I just look so down on fat people. Because I'm not as fat anymore. So now it's like, ugh, I'm so much better than you.
I just feel like the seating in planes could be designed better because there's so much room in that plane. And I guarantee there's empty space in the cargo bays and stuff. Like,
yeah.
Can we like double stack chairs or something? Like, I'll climb up a chair and sit above somebody and then just kick them in the face.
Like a double decker couch off of like
Can we
Lego
figure
movie.
something else out?
Yeah.
When I flew an international flight over, it was a 13-hour flight or something. Like, that plane is big and it's comfortable for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're in the middle, doesn't matter where you're at. But we got to pack in these little planes to like jump to 2-hour flight. And I get it, but it's like, in a way, it's like annoying.
I imagine they make them smaller so that they can fit as many as they on just to get that little cross country flight. So it's more efficient for them. And the more people you can fit on there, supposedly it's supposed to make our prices cheaper too. But I don't know how much that's in our favor, but
right.
They're still going to make their money anyhow.
Yeah. I mean, just try to run 30% margin,
Yeah. Or like when they say like, oh, your bag's overweight, we'll have to charge you for an overweight bag let me take these 2 pounds out and put it in my carry-on that you're not going to weigh because...
Yeah, same amount of weight's going on the plane, no matter what.
Right. So like, but however they want to charge it, I guess. And that's one of those things too. It's like, well, fucking drive then.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you don't like our prices? Then drive. Like, well, okay, I guess. Kind of have to because it's easier.
Yeah.
They know that you're screwed, so they just keep jabbing you in there,
Yeah. Yeah.
on this flight to save money, we're going to put people on your laps. Like, fuck, man, come on. All right, I guess.
Better be hot.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Better be a stripper.
Give me some even an attractive dude. I mean, you know, I don't want some fat dude sitting on me. Or some fat lady.
Maybe it's got to be weight ratio. You know, they get the lap seat costs $50.
Yeah.
But you have to be under, 120 pounds.
Yeah. 200 plus is you get the seat,
And your seats basically cost you $50 too, because you opted in for the lap option.
Yeah, 150 and lower, you get to sit on somebody that opted in to be a seat.
God, there'd be so many perverts.
Oh yeah. Come on, sit on my lap. It's nice and warm for you.
I bought 3 round trip tickets.
So what do you do for a living? I don't do anything. I just ride planes. I'm a plane seat. Oh,
God.
Yuck. That's why they don't do that.
I'd rather have the military type seats, where it's just like a little seat that flips down. You just sit on a bench.
Yeah.
Just put on benches across, because then you can have enough room.
hours.
You can have enough room to bench out.
Be all hard. I mean, those seats aren't that comfortable anyway, but
gives us more eye room. Then we can just, when we're out flying, we can unclip them. We can just mingle.
yeah,
Cocktail bar action.
yeah, lay on the floor even like.
When you see movies with these jumbo planes and they got like an actual bar in it, and you can go walk up to the bar and
Right.
sit down and be like, I'm flying. And it's like, I've never been on one of those planes. I want to be on one of those like triple decker bus planes.
Yeah, I bet you they're expensive
Probably.
to be in that area where you walk around too.
Oh, yeah.
So make sure you click like and subscribe. Get us some money. We'll tell you how they are.
Yeah. I don't know if those exist ananymore. Like with probably like a bar area and stuff. That's probably.
I'm sure they do still
somewhere, yeah.
for the super rich.
Super rich bastards.
Yeah. I wish I was super rich. That'd be cool, man.
They just get a private jet where you got like a big ass recliner and,
Yeah.
and a stewardess waiting on your every needs, and like you do whatever you want in that thing.
Yeah. That'd be dope.
Those seem to crash more though, for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Private jets.
The
Take care of it.
Illuminati. They're probably a high value target. Somebody wants them dead.
They get EMP'd a lot.
Yeah.
Anyways, I
Anyhow,
don't even know where that came from, but planes
planes.
suck. Yeah.
Planes in general.
Yeah, you're by a fat lady on a plane.
Fat lady on a plane. I ate some almonds on the plane.
Did you get, since you were in the middle, did you dominate the armrests?
No, I always try to make myself small.
Middle seat gets both armrests. That's the ticket.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like touching people, so like strangers. So I always try to just like
Squeeze in.
pretty much.
You need to talk to your company there and be like, hey, no more middle seats for me.
Well, I get to pick my own seats, but some flights are full, so you can only choose from middle seats. So,
Ugh.
but I'll put the tray table down in front of me, and then I put my elbows up on it,
Yeah.
and then lean forward with my head in my hands and watch TV. So I do that a lot too. That kind of gets me away from the people then too, and they can.
What were you watching?
Oh, I saw the new Top Gun.
No, okay.
Yeah, that shit was fire, dude.
I haven't watched it yet.
I've heard so many good things, and they're all true.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm excited now.
Yeah, action packed. Storyline was fucking great. Like, it was dope. That one, I had to sit on the edge of my seat the whole time because
Nice.
it was very, very good.
Nothing better than being on a flight and getting like a banger movie or TV
Yeah.
show where you're just hooked and you're like, oh, and the plane lands. You're like, no, I got to finish this episode.
Sometimes I do like, oh, we got a 2 hour flight or an hour 45-minute flight. Like, I check the time on the movies. Like, oh, an hour and 45, done. Like, that's perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that pre-downloaded. I don't know how many times to go to take a flight with some friends or something, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I got my shows on. I'm like, you guys download your shows? They're like, what? I'm like,
what?
get your shows downloaded. This guy.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Sit there and talk the whole time? That's boring.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah. Or try to sleep, and it's almost impossible.
I mean, it's fun if you get like a whole row, just you and your buddies or whatever. That you can
Right.
just sit there and bullshit and do whatever. But still, you're on a plane, so you don't want to be too like arrogant, loud, or whatever.
Right.
Unless it's a flight to Las Vegas, and then it's always a party because everybody's flying to Vegas. So it's
Everybody's partying.
like, yeah, get that drink cart rolling.
Yeah.
I mean, even COVID, where they stopped drink service, and we flew out to Vegas. Were you on that plane? Wait,
Not COVID.
I don't know which time it was. Anyways, they're like, so normally drink service is blah, 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 but if we're flying to Vegas and we don't do drink service, we know you guys were all riot. So we're bringing it out. I'm like, yeah. Bring them cocktails out.
Nice. But yeah, I flew Delta back and forth, and they have the little screen on the front on the seat in front of you. So
gotcha.
That's where I got to watch all my movies from. So I watched Beverly Hills Cop, old school shit.
Good one.
That was pretty good.
Dun, 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 dun. That was my ringtone for a while.
And I forgot how good that movie was. And then it was weird, like, oh, I bet you they'll like cut out or blur the titties, but there's just titties, full ass titties on the screen. But then I feel like kind of like a perv, like, oh, what's this guy watching? And and then it wasn't the flight that I had a kid sitting beside me, but what was the other? Oh, I watched Days of Thunder on the way back.
Nice.
Yeah. And, and there was a scene whenever him and Nicole Kidman were in bed, and I couldn't remember if there were titties in that scene, but there was a little child sitting beside me. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to fast forward past this just in case. I don't want that kid growing up a little too early, looking over and seeing titties on the screen. So
nice of you.
Yeah.
Nice of you.
Yeah.
Very considerate.
I try,
Look a bit.
Hey, man, check us out. Your mom's asleep. Look at this. Those are pretty cool, ain't they, bub? Look at that. Those are called titties. Yeah, no, I'm not a creeper like that, so.
Yeah, well, sounds like it. All right, so anything else happened?
No.
Your week, we just made your week into a whole segment, just breaking it apart.
Yeah. Well, it seems like whenever I travel, there seems to be a lot more stuff going on. And so I I did laundry. I didn't do laundry because I wasn't here.
Right. Oh yeah.
But
I can gripe about laundry. No, I'm just kidding.
I did have a meal that President Bill Clinton himself ate.
Okay.
There was a Mexican restaurant that had what they called the President's Plate, and I guess he, when he was the president, he went to eat there. It was called Mi Nidito, My Little Nest. And they had the President's Platter, and it said that this is what Bill Clinton ate when he was here. And I'm like, all right, cool, man. If it's good for Slick Willie, then it's good for me, But it had a birria taco, bean tostada, enchilada, tamale, and chili relleno.
So he went across the board. It's like, I will just have one of each.
Yeah, a little bit of
I'll
everything.
try all of your products.
And let me say, it was a delicious combo. So Slick Will knows what's up.
It is nice too when you get down in that area. Like, so in Ohio here, we have our American Mexican that cannot even touch.
Yeah.
When you get down south like that. I mean, there are some places around here that do a little more authentic, but like most of the places around here are just like quick fire, like not that great.
And I will say you notice a lot of the differences in the flavor of the meats and the salsas. The sauces and stuff do taste different, but like everything else does still kind of taste the same. Like the beans are like the same. The rice is still very similar. Because that's even like, I've heard a lot of Texas people say like, this ain't nothing compared to blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and whenever I taste, I was like, yeah, it is better down here, but it wasn't like, I don't think it was astronomically different personally, but it was better.
I had some carne asada down in Texas that blew my mind. It was so good. And the waitress with broken English was like, what did they marinate this in? Because this is phenomenal. She's like, steak. Okay, all right, never mind.
Is that steak?
It's a steak. I was like, never mind. I'm not going to figure this out because I can't speak Spanish. Yeah. So we'll just carry on.
Yeah, I do want to learn Spanish. I feel like that's
be a good one. Though.
Yeah,
I think it's the second or first most spoken language.
Not one, because I think it'd be cool to understand whenever they're talking shit about me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think it'd be cool to be like, if in Spanish they're sitting there saying like, look at this fucking guy, he's a fucking asshole, his t-shirt's stupid.
Yeah,
and they're like, yeah, see amigo, my t-shirt,
right.
My t-shirt is dumb, And they're like, what?
So I know a lot of food words in Spanish.
Yeah.
Because I get a lot of orders sent to me in Spanish.
Frijoles.
So like I know like so like, I don't know if this is bad or not, but last night I was playing Call of Duty and and then there's some Spanish speakers on the other side, I could tell.
Yeah.
So I just started just spouting off every food word on a food that I could think of in my head. Like Cameron, like just going down the list.
Yeah.
And they're probably like, what is this guy? Why is he just yelling food items at us?
Pollo. Frijoles.
And not just like your typical item, like your proteins, like, saying palo and Cameron, like
Camarones.
going off everything.
Yeah.
And that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I heard them laughing too.
Like that guy just say shrimp to me?
Guys yelling chicken shrimp. Come here. But it was like half of it was English, but come here.
Chicken shrimp. Chicken shrimp.
And they're just like, what?
Pollo camarones. What the fuck?
But it was funny. But yeah, it'd be a good language to learn. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of this douchebag I used to work with. We were working for this frat crew. I forget what country they were mainly from, but it was from a Spanish-speaking country, and I'm sure they had their own dialect and shit. And he was like doing that kind of quintessential thinking I was like a little racist too, and he's like, we should speak fucking English so we could fucking understand them and shit. And I'm like, yeah, some people speak different languages. It's a thing. Like, but you should go up to one of them. I think it was like, is it Chinga de Madre? Like, fuck your mother or something like tell him that. And he's like, oh, that means like fuck your mother. I know that one. And I was like, yeah, okay. He's like, yeah, I know Spanish because my wife's Spanish. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? What are you even trying to prove here, man? Like, but I think he just kept saying shit to try and sound cool. But like whenever people do that and they say two conflicting ideas, I'm like, okay, now you're just fucking full of shit.
Dumb. Yeah.
You're just full of shit, you cocksucker.
You're just ignorant. You're just being ignorant.
Yeah.
Because you think it's cool or whatever it might be. It's dumb.
Yeah, you're just being dumb. I don't think you're cool either way. So, so knock it off.
You're just a little racist.
Yeah.
We're a lot racist. We don't know.
Now you're stupid in two languages.
But your wife's Spanish, so that makes no sense.
Yeah. Weirdo. You fucking weirdo. Sure, we still look good? Yeah, we still look great.
Boom!
Still look great. Speaking of looking great, wanted to talk about this awesome tracksuit that I got.
Yeah, you rocking that tracksuit.
Yeah, and if you can't, because you can't see from the waist down, I have pants that match this too. They got the little stripe down the side too. Cool little collar. Can pop that,
He's rocking that old school tracksuit.
Yeah.
Something your grandpa might have worn.
Yep.
But it's coming back. I think
It's cool little plaid for those listening, not watching. It's got a nice little plaid design on it.
Rocking it hard. I like it.
Yeah, got the gold chain hanging out, chest hair popping.
Yeah, you're looking like you might be a boxer.
Fucking representing. Looking too cool for school. That's right.
We might just get some ADGT jumpsuits.
Yeah, get some cool ones like this, but get some embroidery on it and shit.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, dude. Get our little logos, and we'll have our team uniform.
Yeah. We wear nothing but tracksuits when we do podcasts.
Yeah.
It's 100 degrees outside.
Tracksuits are dope, though. They're dope.
Yeah. But comfortable?
Yeah, this thing's comfortable.
Is it like wearing pajamas, kind of?
Kind of, yeah. and I do feel like it's almost got a little bit of a Christmas vibe to it. Like if it wasn't Christmas, you wouldn't think Christmas, but since it is Christmas, you're like, oh, that kind of looks. That's what it wasn't what I was going for. I was going for if it wasn't Christmas, it's like, yeah, that's cool. But I feel like now whenever I look at it, it's like, oh, it kind of looks too. But I'm wearing it Christmas Day for sure. Like this is gonna be my Christmas outfit, 100%.
You need the hat to match.
Yeah, need to get me a cool like ivy cap or a fucking fedora. Yeah.
You're rocking it all Christmas long.
Yeah.
Just don't even change out of it.
No, I'll make it all stinky.
Get gross in it.
Get it all stinky and stuff. What else? I made a few notes for this week.
Okay. What you got?
One thing that I saw I did enjoy. Somebody had a hot take about the whole Starbucks thing when people in line, they're like, you know what, I'm feeling nice today. I'm going to pay it forward, and I'm going to buy the person behind me's order.
Mm-hmm.
And usually it kind of like makes this whole, oh, I got it free. Well, then I'll pay for the next person's. And it's like, yeah, that's a cool thing. It's definitely always nice to do something nice and unexpected for other people. One person had a hot take though. They were a Starbucks barista, and they said, they even kind of said the same thing. Like, yeah, it's always good to be nice and do that, but it does kind of make things a little more difficult for us. It makes it kind of a pain in the ass to track and like, okay, well, no, and then you get drink orders mixed up usually a little bit and some stuff like that. Instead of paying it forward to the person behind you that can already afford that cup of coffee.
Yeah, so coming through there anyways.
You should give a little bit more of a tip to the person making it.
Yeah, I agree.
And I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, that person is the one who's dealing with all the bullshit anyway.
Especially for some bullshit coffee drink that you don't necessarily need. I mean, you could go get $1 cup of coffee at the gas station.
Right.
Fine, enough caffeine, whatever. I mean, hot take, I get it. You want your caramel macchiato, but
right.
that's not as big. If it was food and maybe you see a family behind you, a beat up minivan with a bunch of kids going crazy in it, and the mom's just trying to hold it together, that's a little more understandable to me.
Right, yeah. But I feel like 9 times out of 10, anybody going through Starbucks is a little bit more well-to-do. Maybe not completely well-to-do, but they definitely could have. They knew what they were doing when they pulled in that line, and they could be able to afford that cup of coffee anyway.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas, like you said, like the van packed full of kids that's all beat to shit, and they're probably having a harder time trying to scratch the money up to be able to afford that meal for their kids and stuff. Like that one makes more sense. But yeah, somebody going through Starbucks, like they're paying for a luxury at that point, so it's not really that important to pay it forward to them. Give the barista an extra tip.
Yeah, are you looking at the car behind you and are you sad for it, so that's why you're doing it? Or is it like there's a Mercedes behind you and you're like, I'm going to pay it forward. Then let him figure it out whether he wants to do it. And he's like, I don't want to deal with that shit. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's give him that car.
Yeah, that basic white bitch could afford that PSL anyway. So
and then you're putting it on that person like, oh, no, you're going to pay it forward. And it's like, oh, now I got to pay it for it some more time? This sucks.
Right.
It's donated to charity. What?
Yeah. That's when I have done it before. Like, well, how much is the person behind me? And if it's cheaper than what I was going to spend, then I'll go ahead and do it again. But if it's more than what I was going to spend, like, okay, they can pay for it.
That's $50. They're ordering for a whole office. Oh, hell no.
Yeah. But honestly, I will say though, like if you're feeling generous and you want to pay it forward or do something nice for somebody, you should probably. It's usually a little more. It'll go farther and mean more to somebody that's slaving away doing the job that you don't want to do.
Right.
Tip out the people that make your life easier.
Right. For your convenience. They're there for your convenience. So, give them a couple extra bucks.
Yeah. Help them out.
Say, hey, just in case you need it.
Yeah, not even that. Just be like, you did a great job today. Tell them make them feel like they earned it then, and then it doesn't. Because I don't know, some people don't care about charity, but I always feel a little like, no, I don't need. Yeah. Like I always feel, I don't like pity parties, that sort of thing. So I don't like. I feel like I don't deserve the charity then or something or. So
gotcha. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But if somebody were to paint it like, hey, just in case you need a little extra this holiday season, I feel like, that feels more pity. But if somebody's like, hey man, you did an excellent job, here's $20, like I earned that, I feel a little more proud about it then.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I'm weird. So
yeah, I mean, I always tip well anyways, but it's like one of those things too where if you're gonna do that, I mean, especially a Starbucks line, that's just dumb.
Right.
That's dumb.
Yeah, those people are going through, they're paying for a luxury anyway, so
I don't like going in that, buying any coffee from that place, but I don't enjoy their coffee because it's just super roasted beans that's like overdone. I'm just not a big fan of it. So
I enjoy a latte from there every once in a while, but But then 9 times out of 10, I just like pouring gas station coffee over ice and chugging that. So it's
Yeah.
it really doesn't matter that much to me.
Don't care about brand. Let's go.
Yeah.
Put this bitter thing in. Let's take this bitter idea and just make it sweet as hell.
Right. What else? Other news. I saw that they let Brittney Griner out of the old Russian jail there.
Yeah.
We made a big trade for a known arms dealer.
Super known. Bad dude.
Very bad person.
Yeah.
Just so we could get a WNBA player back. I still will say, granted, we probably shouldn't let any American rot in a Russian jail. So I support the fact that we did do something to get her back. Should there have been other people over there that probably could have came back first?
Well, I know the hot take is immediately like, there's Marines in there, there's other people in there. Yeah, but ask one of them.
Yeah.
Would you rather you come back or she comes back? If it's probably a Marine or somebody like, they'd be like, no, I'm fine. You send her back. Like,
right.
They're probably going to, if they put up the vote, they're going to be like, no, get this girl out of here.
Yeah. They're going to man up and be like, take them instead of me. Yeah. I'll stay behind.
But yeah, at the end of the day, all of them should be pulled out of there.
Right.
Why the hell are there still Americans over there? It's,
right.
It brought to light that this is happening, and it's like, well,
yeah, but it brings on a lot of those. It makes it a hot button. Yeah, obviously the media makes it a hot button issue, and
maybe she's a top secret spy, and we don't even know about it.
That could be.
We don't even know about it.
Maybe the vials of hashish oil that she had were actually recording devices, and we wanted them to, wanted them to confiscate them, and
we don't. You don't know. I mean, they just make shit up. They just tell us what we want to know, but maybe she's like super secret agent.
Right.
007 type shit.
Yeah.
But, who knows? So, I mean, I get it. It's terrible because people are like, why would they bring her back? It's like, I don't know. You let that poor girl sit over there too? I don't know. Probably lots of bad things happening to her.
Yeah.
It's probably not fun.
No. Probably not. I mean, I will say she probably should have known better not to make sure there wasn't any drugs in her bag before going on an international flight. It's kind of on her a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of on you. You put yourself there, deal with it. But hey, we got her back, so that's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I did see a funny post where it was like, best bet when she comes back, she's going to blow up and throw up the whole 7 points and 2 rebounds.
God.
They're not that good at basketball.
Oh, too easy there, killer.
Well, and I do feel like there's a whole lot of sexism and shit thrown into it where there shouldn't be, and maybe they do deserve a little more money than they get, but at the same time, I feel like professional sports is based on ratings. And if you want women to make more money in WNBA, then you need to go to more games.
Yeah.
That's one thing I do want to ask. And, it's that it seems kind of pretentious. It's almost like that whole thing when you see somebody wearing a band T-shirt. It's like, well, name 3 songs. Like, you don't even care about them. You never even listen to them. And does that seem like that one? It's like, well, you never even went to one of their games. But I don't want to hear that whole fucking sexist thing come out of your mouth if you don't even if you don't support the WNBA, if you can't name more than a couple teams, if you don't even watch from home.
Yeah.
Then you're the reason why they're not making any money.
Right.
You want to make more money, watch the fucking games because nobody watches it.
Yeah, I mean,
that's kind of what drives their pay.
Yeah, and it's not like there's, if you, this is riding a fine line
sticky
here.
Situation.
It's a very sticky situation. But yeah, there's billions of dollars going in the NBA. There's billions of dollars going in the NFL. And they try to make these other leagues with women, and that's great. And I know there's a lot of women out there that support it. It's just the revenue's not there. The revenue's not there to pay them the money. And, I think they still make a pretty decent salary playing basketball there, but it's not nearly as much as it should be.
Yeah.
But it's just not there.
Right.
Nike's not going to sponsor. Nike does sponsor a lot of them. The big, they sponsor them. But to me, in a way, it's a little more of a charity sponsor over a no, I'm going to sponsor this guy. I'm putting LeBron's out now. They do, I think, have done some of the women's athletes. I can't name any of them. Sorry.
Right.
Just I don't watch it. I don't even watch NBA half the time.
And I was gonna say, don't worry, because you're no different than 90% of everyone else out there.
No, probably 95%. I mean, it's pretty high. Now, should you women watch it? Absolutely. Should you aspire to be like some of those athletes? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. I mean, it's
right.
not caught on yet. It's just not caught on.
Right.
You're not putting the slam dunks down like some of the dudes do. That's it.
Yeah. For whatever reason, nobody wants to watch it, and then that's why they get paid less.
Would I like to see some giant Amazonian women be playing in the NFL and in different sport? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I feel like you have to be a giant Amazonian woman because you're gonna get tackled and it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. No, I would get on board with
sexist as hell.
Yeah. I would get on board with some women's football because I enjoy the sport football. Definitely basketball. I don't even watch men's at all because I hate it. I'm not a good basketball fan.
Unless the Cavs are in the playoffs, then I might start caring. But it's just, to me, it's like one of those sports. It's like, all right, you can put up 100 points, and it's like so much. It's so you got baseball that's so damn slow that it's unless you're at a game, I can't even barely watch that.
No, I don't watch baseball.
And then you got basketball that's just too much.
Yeah.
In the middle is football. And football is like that perfect combination of a slow, fast sport.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about soccer. Soccer's another boring
Soccer's
to me
boring
as well.
Too. Yep.
Because it's towards baseball where it's too slow. Football is like, all right, you got 4 downs, make it happen.
Right.
And then it's just like, oh, got the first down. All right, well, there's more to cheer for. When the other stuff, it's just like, now are there games where it's like crazy and you're like, oh my God,
yeah.
But most of the time, it's just too much or not enough. I don't know.
Yeah, and unless you know a whole lot about it to understand like the significance of this pitcher battle, or or why they're doing it like this to fucking play the clock and shit in basketball and stuff,
right.
Like, unless you really are proficient in that sport, it's harder to get into it just as a casual watcher. Whereas football, as a casual, because I'm barely even a football fan, honestly.
Right.
Compared to a lot of other people, I'm barely even a football fan. So but it's it's a more palatable sport to just pick up a game and not really know what's going on, or you don't have to understand the game to kind of be,
I just don't have
entertained.
To me, I don't want to put the time and effort into to learn as much as some people get into it so hard, and it's like that's their hobby. It's
right.
Like, that's cool. I appreciate that. I have a hobby too of playing video games, but I don't want to commit all of that time into learning every player and learning their stats and knowing. Then you got to know the other teams you're going against, and they know all these players. I'm like, I just
too much information for me to need to want to know.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah,
because I'm not playing on the team.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I'm not even betting on the team, so that doesn't even matter. It's just whatever happens. That's not going to affect my life at all.
Right.
So I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, you could care more, I guess, and be a big sports bettor, but that's a whole different situation.
Yeah.
Which did we talk about on?
I think we've
January 1st, the sports betting.
We've mentioned it in passing.
Coming in.
So maybe we could get into more sports since we can bet on them now.
Now we can bet on them officially. We could bet on some sites that are shady, but
yeah,
it'll be a little more fluid. What else you got? Anything else?
I saw that the Oxford Dictionary, they chose for the word of 2022 has been chosen, and it's goblin mode.
What is even that? Goblin mode?
Goblin mode, yeah. So
I want hunch down and I just charge the guy.
No, it's actually way less than that. Goblin mode. Let's see here. The slang term refers to a type of behavior which is unapologetically self-indulgent, lazy, slovenly, or greedy, typically in a way that rejects social norms or expectations.
That's dumb.
So if you're just basically being like a lazy piece of shit, like, yeah, man, I'm straight going goblin mode today. I ain't doing shit.
I don't care about nothing.
Yeah. But that's our word of the year.
That's the word of the year is goblin mode.
Yeah.
That's what they chose.
Yes.
Who went goblin mode on choosing goblin mode?
The Oxford English Dictionary.
I've never heard that once.
Apparently it came out. Somebody said it was one of first used in 2009. The term was first used in 2009, but went viral on social media earlier this year. OUP said it shot to prominence after a fake headline claimed that the rapper formerly known as Kanye West and Julia Fox broke up after she went goblin mode. The term then rose to popularity over the month following as COVID lockdown restrictions eased in many countries and people ventured out of their homes more regularly. Seemingly, it captured the prevailing mood of individuals who rejected the idea of returning to normal life or rebelled against the increasingly unattainable aesthetic standards and unsustainable lifestyles exhibited on social media.
Oh, yeah, so I don't even care what Oxford Dictionary says anymore.
Yeah.
Because they're taking Kanye West and saying he came up with goblin mode, so now we're going to run it. Well, he didn't come up with it. He referenced it back from 2009 when it was invented. But
yeah. They could have been smart and been like, you know what, we're going to pick a smart, sophisticated word that makes sense. But they wanted clicks to their website, I'm sure. Like, how do we get all these people talking? Let's use a kind of popular phrase.
Some 24-year-old prick in there being like,
yeah,
we got to do goblin mode.
Goblin mode.
Goblin mode. What's that? Well, let me tell you about Kanye West.
It was trending.
Get out of here.
It was trending on Twitter once, and if we use it, we can get more clicks on our website, which they probably did.
Probably.
You know, they probably got more clicks. So
cool.
So
cool,
yeah, man.
Oxford American College Dictionary.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. Thanks for making us dumber.
Yeah. And then this article from CNN reads, as you read this, look around. Are you still in bed? Are there piles of clothes and takeout food boxes strewn across the floor? Do you have chip crumbs on your sheets? Have you broken your self-care routine more times than you can count? Do you not even care? If so, you might already be in goblin mode, chosen by the public as the 2022 Oxford Word of the Year.
Are goblins lazy? Because every goblin I can think about it, like I try to think back, like goblins are always like cave dwellers living in but they're like military base, but they're just like in the darkness, like they want to fight you. Why do goblins want to fight so much? You know?
Yeah, a mischievous, ugly creature resembling a dwarf is what a goblin is. Mm-hmm. Small, grotesque, monstrous creature that appears in the folklore of multiple European cultures.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I've seen lazy goblins in like movies and stuff like that, or in comics or whatever. But it's like, is a goblin really lazy? Because they just look weird. That's it.
Yeah, this one names them as goblins are wicked, treacherous creatures that love plunder and cruelty. So I feel like, I don't know. I feel like they're a little more active than what goblin mode depicts them as.
Yeah, they're out trying to get treasure all the time, and like
I could see maybe if you're like a hoarder, that could be goblin mode because you're collecting things.
I feel like sloth mode.
Sloth mode. Yeah.
I'm going full sloth mode today. I don't give an F. I'm just hanging by a tree from like one hand is like eating a banana. Like I don't care. Goblin mode doesn't make sense. I mean, it sounds better, but sloth mode sounds good too. Sloth mode, you know exactly what that means.
Right.
Goblin mode, I don't know what that means. Are you hungry? You can be gobbling up a bunch of food.
Goblin, gobbling them cheeseburgers and shit.
Gobbling a bunch of whatever you want to gobble.
gobbling these nuts.
I was gonna go there, but I refrained. But what is I just don't know. So to me, goblin mode, I don't know if that's as good as like sloth mode. I'm sloth moding today, man.
Right.
With sloth mode, I just don't care. I'm just chilling. I'm going to go like 1 mile per hour all day. I might not leave the couch. But
I agree with you 100% there. Like, it feels like sloth mode would be better. But hey, I mean, we don't make up slang terms.
Shame on them is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If I'm goblin moding, I'm going treasure hunting.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Or I'm gonna go like steal somebody's stuff and I'm gonna
Right.
I'm gonna hoard.
I mean, that's treasure hunting if you steal
My
it.
precious. Because wouldn't you kind of say that Schmeagol was a goblin?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he wasn't very lazy.
No.
Like I feel like goblin mode like that. It's like you gotta be.
I mean, unless it's just referring that they're like cave dwellers.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like, well, yeah, they got a cave, so like,
right.
still like a house, but they come out of it at night and steal your shit. So
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to me, but
shame on that dictionary.
But we're old now, so not much does make it.
Yeah.
I think that's more for the kids. That's one of the ones for the kids there.
And now somehow I'm going to hear goblin mode everywhere.
Probably. Well, because it's the word of the year now, so everybody's going to be using it.
I'm just out here goblin moding, man.
Yeah, there's probably already fucking board meetings right now where their advertisers saying, we need to figure out a way to work goblin mode into our next ad campaign. Stat.
Just put it on a t-shirt. Goblin mode. And then have some douchebag wearing sunglasses walk by.
And then what else? Oh, speaking of modes, I don't have the article readily available, but I saw that someone, I think it was European Union or something like that. They finally decided that with modern 5G technology, it does nothing to fuck with planes. And they're thinking about doing away with airplane mode on phones.
Okay.
So I thought that was kind of cool, especially, since I travel a lot. Like, okay, cool, man. I don't have to put my phone in airplane mode anymore. Which, have you ever taken your phone off airplane mode?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Plane didn't crash, did it?
Didn't crash, no.
I do it a lot. The plane doesn't crash. But
I mean, don't have any service, but
yeah, I'll say cell phone towers don't reach up there, so it doesn't fucking matter anyway. But my plane didn't crash, so
I wonder if you took everybody on a plane and did 3, 2, 1, everybody, boom,
bam,
take off airplane mode. See what happens. Yeah, like what? What is going to actually happen?
Right.
You're going to interrupt comms, or like I don't know.
Like the radio waves might affect something.
Comms is all I can think of.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's literally it.
Communications, some radar signals,
and they're on a completely different signal. I don't know what it is. I still don't know.
Yeah.
I think maybe they just made that shit up so people didn't have phones on in case they did get reception and like phones started ringing everywhere, Or back in the day it was an interference, but now it's not. But now it's like, nah, we'll just keep that. We'll just keep rolling with that one.
Even so, a lot of modern day explosive devices are usually set to trigger based on a phone getting an incoming text message or some shit like that. So that could be one of the, like, well,
just Bluetooth it though.
Yeah.
Oh, but airplane mode shuts off Bluetooth. So there you go.
But I also wonder, like, how many people that make that explosive device, they're like, okay, let's put it on a plane. Oh, wait, we got to put it in airplane mode.
We can't do that.
And then they text it like, why isn't it going off?
What happened?
Like, did you put it in airplane mode? Well, yeah, you're supposed to. Like, well, not this time, idiot.
Silly.
You're supposed
He's so silly.
How are we supposed to do that if it's in airplane mode, you silly goose?
Oh, I didn't know. Well, I guess you should probably send somebody else up instead of me.
Yeah. Well, if we put it in airplane mode, it might have messed with their comms and they never would have taken off. Like, you're right. We had to get it in the sky somehow.
All right.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of neat. Like it makes a difference anyway. You're not going to get cell phone service up there, so
yeah. 5G sucks, anyways. At
yeah,
least in our area, like every time my phone connects to it, it's like, it don't work.
Yeah, I'm not too impressed with the 5th G there.
Yeah, we're still waiting on it to improve. Now I go some places, the bigger city or whatever, and you got 5G, and it's like,
it's everywhere.
Yeah,
around our area, it seems like all you're doing is just switching from towers too often. It drains your battery.
Yeah,
which it did that during the 3G, 4G switch all the time too. I've noticed that. It's like you gotta wait a little while till they're implemented and
everything's fired up and ready to go. Mm.
Not only fired up too, but like fired up and running consistently. Because I'm sure every time they switch on a tower to 5G, they're like, okay, it's good. Like, no. Anytime you start up anything, for some reason, somebody installed something wrong. So, like, that breaks. Mm. So, for 3 days, like, yeah, the new 5G tower's working. 4th day, it's like, oh, it's down.
40,000 phones connect to it instantly. And they're like, oh, you got 5G? And the computer's like,
straight fuck its face.
The server's like,
Yeah. Yeah, but I thought that was cool. Other than that, I have no other news to talk about. No more current events.
Cool. So then
We're pretty fucking current, man.
That's good. That's good to be current.
Yep.
So I guess I'll just ask you, what was your the best thing you ate this week?
The best thing I put in my mouth
What's the best thing you put in your
this
mouth?
week, and I ate a lot.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You went to another state.
Yeah.
You already talked about Bill Clinton's meal.
Yeah, I had the Bill Clinton's meal.
Was that the best? Was part of it the best?
It might be the best. Because I had some sushi they overcooked the rice, and it was just like a fucking paste on the outside.
That's
That
gross.
sucked. I had a steak that was pretty good. The atmosphere of that place was way cooler. Like, there was an old saloon setup style. They had like swing doors at the bar and shit. They even they had RC Cola on tap.
Nice.
Like, when was the last time you saw any place with fucking RC Cola on tap?
Never.
Yeah, but like the steak was okay though, so that wasn't the best thing that I ate. That was best atmosphere. So I'm gonna have to say the president's plate at Ni Medito was Mi Medito was the best thing that I ate this week.
Eating like Bill Clinton.
Eating like Slick Willie.
Slick Willie.
Oh, Billy. The tamale on that was probably the highlight because I fucking love tamales.
Okay.
Huge fan. So that was the best thing I put in my mouth.
Nice.
What about you?
This has just been. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Just the other day, I personally made myself. I didn't eat a lot out.
Yeah.
This week, everybody being sick and everything going on.
Right.
I made a little shrimp Cajun pasta.
Ooh.
So I had this bag of sliced Italian sausage. Like, I have a huge bag of it.
Yeah.
And I just been thinking for a long time that I wanted to make this pasta because I always love it because it's got a little heat to the Italian sausage, so it's kind of andouille like.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, I'm gonna fry some of that up. Cook my noodles.
Okay.
Put the onions and the peppers in there. Get them sautéed up. Throw the sausage in there. I had some big boy shrimp. Did a few of those in there. Threw in some bow tie pasta. Just did a little simple, garlic butter sauce on it.
Yeah.
A little bit of cream. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Not like an Alfredo fully, but it's just enough,
Yeah.
So good.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Just enough heat where it's like warmed you up, but it wasn't like kill you.
Right.
I loved it. The only thing I was missing, I forgot to put some corn in it.
Oh,
Corn
yeah.
in that,
Get them little sweet nuggets in there.
Mhm. But yeah, that's probably the best thing I ate.
Nice.
I mean, I made a side of salmon. That was really good too. But yeah.
It sounds good. It makes me wish I could eat cream and shrimp.
Sorry.
'Cause I could have got down on that.
Yeah. I mean, the cream wouldn't have bothered you too much because I just put a little bit in.
Yeah.
It was more butter than anything.
More of a highlight, not as much of a full on.
Yeah, just to keep the kind of almost glazed. I wish I had a little white.
Putting it together.
Instead of white wine, I had to use cream because I didn't have a white wine to kind of like, get all those flavors drawn in together.
Yeah.
So I just used
Deglaze
some of
the
cream.
pan.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I use beer, and I'm like, nah. Different flavor, bitter.
Yeah.
I needed something kind of a little more thicker. So,
Right.
but it was good. It was good.
Hell yeah.
That was probably the best thing. Other than that, I mean, I had a phenomenal Whopper at a Burger King.
Yeah.
Like everything was done right. And I
That's
was
dope.
like super starving one day, and I'm like, it's like Burger King, man, I haven't had a Whopper in forever.
Right.
I'm gonna pull up on this and get me. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna smash a Whopper. And I did.
It was everything it needed to be.
It was just right.
Nice. Yeah.
Sometimes you get those like, be on the road a lot. Like, and I try not to eat as much fast food, but like it happens occasionally where you're just like
easier,
starving.
yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just gonna pull in here and get something real quick. Like, I'm just gonna get a single cheeseburger or some fries and a drink or whatever it is. Just something that kind of tide you over.
Right.
Like I was real hungry. I'm like, man, and it was just made just right.
Yeah.
The bun was toasted. Like sometimes it's just crap. It was perfect.
Nice. Yeah, I enjoy a good Whopper. That's probably one of my top fast food sandwiches is a Whopper.
Did you go Whopper or Big Mac?
Oh, I would do. There's a time and place for both, but that time and place happens more with a Whopper than it does with a Big Mac.
Right, same.
Like it's hard to pick one over the other because it depends on my mood.
Yeah.
But I'm usually more in a Whopper mood than I am a Big Mac. So I guess overall, I'd have to say the Whopper. So
I already know the answer to this, but McDonald's fries, Burger King fries.
McDonald's fries.
Yeah, all day.
yeah. McDonald's fries overall.
The crack cocaine.
Yeah. Unless maybe you're trying to go in a completely different ball field and go McDonald's versus like a seasoned curly. But they're not the same. I know they're still fries, but they're not the same. It's hard to judge them on the same scale. But yeah, McDonald's fries overall.
Yeah, I think we've had that before back in a classic where we were talking about like the best fast food or whatever.
Right.
Doing a battle royale fast food or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I just something about McDonald's
They're
French
so
fries.
good.
They're just so good.
Yeah.
Especially when they're fresh, hot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Mm.
All right, enough about that.
I kind of want some right now.
So yeah, I made a little Cajun shrimp pasta.
Nice.
But I went on a little rant about pretty much everything I ate this week. So,
Yeah.
but that Whopper was just fantastic, so I had to bring it up.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best thing I ate, but it was good.
It was up
a
there.
damn good Whopper.
Hell
So,
yeah, man. Damn
I
good
had-
Whopper for a damn good time.
I had the right amount of veggies and everything on it. Like it was,
Yeah.
and it wasn't like big chunks on it. Like just everything was just spot on.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Good job, employee that made that one. Somebody made it
Yeah.
right. You
Yeah.
know?
Somebody really cared about it. I was hoping it was made, it could have been made fresh or something. Like, I'm sure the patty was already steamed off or whatever,
Yeah.
it is. But
Flame broiled.
a flame
That's
broiler.
their whole
yeah.
shtick, man.
I think guys with lighter goes, flame broiler, see out here.
Oh, speaking of flame broiled in Burger King, the one that was by us caught on fire. Did you know about that?
Caught on fire and they're closing her down.
Yeah. I don't know if for good, but it's closed right now.
Yeah.
Probably for
I heard
repairs
for
and
good,
stuff.
but I don't
for
know.
good?
That's what I
That's such a
heard.
hot fucking location right there.
I'd be surprised if it's for good, but that's
Yeah.
what I heard. Or maybe it's just closed temporarily. We'll see.
Yeah.
If not, somebody else will buy it up.
Yeah, get a Chick-fil-A in there or some shit.
Oof. Applebee's.
yeah,
Any
that's-
bullshit.
that
will-
is a fucking hot location. So
Yeah.
something big is probably going to go in there if Burger King shuts down. But I imagine they'd want to keep that spot.
Yeah, I'd assume it's a pretty busy spot. So.
Yeah. So much traffic, but
We'll see.
yeah.
Those things just tend to catch on fire eventually.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot, so many fast food places burned down, or they had to, or eventually, like I feel like after 10 years, you just need to shut down, remodel the whole thing, get all the grease out of it.
Yeah. Scrub them pipes. Scrub it out.
Because there's probably just so much. I mean,
Yeah.
the probably hundreds of millions of pounds of French fries and
Right.
burgers and everything that get cooked in that place.
And the number crunchers are probably like, no, we can't afford to shut it down for an hour every 2 months to clean out the hoods. We'll give them half an hour, and that's not enough time to
So every
thoroughly
10
clean
years,
shit.
we just shut it down and we clean it.
Yeah.
And then it's good to go.
Right.
We just rip the roof off. And It's
Yeah.
like detachable. We put a new one on.
Yeah.
It's cleared for 10 years.
Surprised I haven't done that yet, actually. Just plop in a whole new
Yeah.
restaurant.
Just fly it in an helicopter.
Click.
Click and hit the latches.
Yeah.
Siding, just they have a button that just changes. It's all screens and
Yep.
new side.
Boom.
Go with
done.
the times, man.
Yeah. But I think that's about all I got for this week.
Me too. I think so. I think that'll do it.
Make sure you guys click like and subscribe. Do all the things. Share us with your friends. And tune in next week for sure.
Yeah, tell us what you liked, what you hated. Just give us some feedback. We
Comment.
always appreciate that.
Comment. Send us emails. Send us stuff.
Yeah, say, are we too quiet? Are we too loud?
Yeah.
Does our volume need adjusted? Or
Or
were we just perfect?
Are we stupid dummies?
Did we make your day better, or did we make it worse?
Hopefully that's the case.
If you're female right now, there could be some sexist vibes. You sons of bitches hate WNBA.
Everybody does.
Not everybody, Steve. There's some people that like it.
Not enough
Right.
to give those poor girls any money. Keep them from playing sports in other countries.
Hey, maybe we got to start watching it then. Maybe we become their number one fans.
I don't want to.
Well, let's see. There's the problem right there. You don't want to.
Well, I'm not the one.
Maybe if we get into it hardcore and we can get everybody into it, and we can start a revolution.
I'm not the one saying they don't make enough.
All right, we're gonna end up.
Hey,
Steve.
Cody. What's up, buddy?
Did you have yourself a damn good time?
Hey, yeah, man, I did. You know what? I had the same question for you. I was wondering, did you have yourself a damn good time?
Yes, sir. I did.
On that note, we hope you guys had yourselves a damn good time, and we'll catch you next week. Love you, and I love you.
Love you.
See you next week.
Cheers.
Do 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 do.